Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to your coverage of various games from within the International 2. We are jumping straight back into the winners bracket of Na'Vi versus IG. Game number 3, the winners bracket semi-final. We saw in the first game, IG dominated right from the start, but Na'Vi brought it back in the second, dominating the team of IG right from the start. How will the third game unfold? Will we see a nice even balanced game, or will one team just dominate like we have seen with every single match between the team of Na'Vi and IG? Right off the bat, we can see Pudge being taken out in the banning phase straight away by IG, which is just, it's so sad. We want to see Dendi play on that Pudge, but alas, the team of IG are just not that silly. The hero of Pudge really throws a wrench into the plans of the Chinese teams. It messes with the flow. It truly does. Nevertheless, on the side of Na'Vi, or rather, the team of Na'Vi, hailing from the land of the Ukraine, fan favorites from within the scene of Dota 2, we have Captain Puppy, following it up with Havorst, Dendi, Light of Heaven, and Arsan. Over on the side of IG, the team from China, the richest team, I would argue, being promised an additional $1 million if they do take the #1 prize. It would be nicer if they got the $1 million, even if they didn't get the #1 prize. So it's like, okay, you guys didn't win, but since we love you so much, here's $1 million anyway. You can pretend that you won. But then again, if they do take the victory, they got $2 million instead. They'll be rich, needless to say. Nevertheless, Faith sitting in the captain's chair, Zhao following that up with Ferrari 430, YYF, and Chuan. Jumping straight into the draft, we see IG taking out Pudge, taking out Lycan, following it up with a Rubik. Rubik, really not that surprising, actually. We've seen Dendi use Rubik fantastically in many games thus far. We saw in the previous game, stole Ravage several times, completely disrupted the game plan of that of IG. And taking out that Rubik, it's a smart idea. Over on the side of Na'Vi, we have Invoker taking out, following up with Morphling, the same couple of bans that we saw in the previous game. And one thing to note, Furian's still in the pool, Nagasaren's still in the pool, Darkseer is still in the pool. IG have first pick. Whoever Na'Vi, well, IG are going to get themselves a powerful hero right off the bat, but so will Na'Vi. And maybe they won't ban out one of those 3 powerhouses that I just mentioned, so IG will get one of them, and Na'Vi will get 2 of them. It's an interesting thing to consider as to what hero you might want to ban out. It could be beneficial, actually, not banning out one of those powerful heroes, but alas, Puppy does decide to take out that Furion. This will leave Darkseer for Invictus Gaming to pick up, and Na'Vi might secure themselves that Nagasaran, or maybe they will give them the Darkseer Nagasaran combo once again. I really hope not. But then again, Na'Vi handled that combination easy peasy. They completely manhandled the team of IG right from the beginning of the game. So maybe Na'Vi, they don't really fear that wombo combo to come in from the Nagasaran and Darkseer combination. But we will have to wait and see exactly what is going through Puppy's mind as we do jump into their first couple of picks for the match. The options are available. Nagasaran is available for them to secure it for themselves, and if they don't pick up that Nagasaran, IG will no doubt secure it for themselves. Absolutely. Like they did last time, or maybe they won't. In the previous game, well, yeah, that combination, which you would think would be borderline unstoppable, was fairly stoppable, to be honest. Na'Vi completely manhandled them, as I mentioned just a few moments ago. Jumping into the reserve time for Puppy already, we're ticking down, and we will go with Enigma and Leshrac for our first couple of picks. And this leaves the team of IG Nagasiren, which they will probably pick up. The Na'Vi obviously confident in their ability, obviously confident that they can fight it out against a combination like that. And I'm sure Captain Faith are thinking, are they letting us have Nagasaran again? Are they actually doing this? Should we actually pick Nagasaran? I mean, we did lose the last game pretty hard. They might have a plan up their sleeve if they're intending on letting us have this combination again. About to start ticking away into the reserve time. Faith thinking long and hard. Do we pick up the Nagasaran? Do we pick up someone else? What might Na'Vi have up their sleeve? And taking a note of the couple of heroes that they have secured for themselves. 2 big pushes. 2 big pushes. And another thing to note, Diabolic Edict and the Pulse Nova to come out of the Leshrac, both of those things go through the Nagasaran ulti. So it's an interesting little circumstance. If they do get hit by that ulti, that damage will still be going through. And the team of IG, they'll have to keep their distance or else they're going to take a lot of damage. And IG, they're electing to not pick up that Nagasaran. They go with Enchantress and Tinker. So we have the solo mid for Ferrari 430 being picked up, and the jungler in the form of that Enchantress. And Na'Vi go with an anti-mage. Na'Vi, I mean, not Na'Vi, Nagasaran still not being secured by either team. IG have alas decided, let's not go with that combination. The team of Na'Vi seem to know how to deal with it. Let's not risk it again. Jumping into the second stage of the bans, who will we be taking out? some reason I'm feeling a Juggernaut ban, but I don't think IG are really worried about him causing problems in a second game. But he is capable of bolstering pushes in a significant margin, and maybe that's why IG didn't pick up the Naga Siren just then, because they were a little bit worried about them picking up Juggernaut, which is again really effective against Naga Siren. The Blade Fury goes through that ultimate, and the healing ward will heal the entire team of Na'Vi back to full HP while we are waiting for the team of IG to get into position, while we are waiting for them to, you know, try and do some damage. Puck going to be taking out Na'Vi, responding to that immediately by removing Rasta from the fray. 100% understandable ban to come in from Na'Vi. Rasta's very good at holding down that anti-mage. What's anti-mage doing? Good at doing? Blinking away from bad situations. What's Rasta good at doing? Disabling opponents with his Hex and with his Shackles. So it's a very good hero for them to take out. And here's the thing to note, IG, they don't have a hero that can hold down that anti-mage as of this current moment. Darkseer can't do anything. Yeah, he can run pretty fast, but that's about it. Enchantress has a slow, well, Anti-Mage has a blink, and Tinker has absolutely nothing. And the team of IG needs someone to hold down that Anti-Mage. Na'Vi take out the Silly Bear, 100% understandable, again because of that Entangle. Goes through BKB, you can't blink out of it, it would cause some problems for that Anti-Mage, and it causes problems for Morphling as well, as we have seen in many previous games. IG, what do they want to go for? What do they want to secure for themselves? Naga Siren is still in the fray. Naga Siren will work out nicely against the Anti-Mage. 5-second ensnare, can't blink, goes through BKB. Sounds like an obvious pickup. Even if you don't want to use that Song of the Siren to set up the Wombo combo, you're still going to have a 5-second ensnare to hold down that Anti-Mage and prevent him from farming. But we're going to go for Anti-Mage, a 50% slow under the belt of IG. This will be some early, hopefully early aggression, potential first blood if we make good use of that Venomous Gale. But alas, we still have nothing to hold down the team of Na'Vi, or specifically that Anti-Mage. We have 0 stuns right now. The closest thing we have is Darkseer's Vacuum, which is sort of it's a pseudo-disable. It doesn't hold them down and stun them, but it will disrupt spells. And it will sort of hold Anti-Mage back for a second. The problem is he's just going to blink again, and he has the range on that blink is absurd. He can blink so far. What is the range on that blink at max rank anyway? Yeah, 1150. It's reasonably good. 5-second cooldown. You can just blink, 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 blink. Unpunished farming to come out of Havorce will most likely be playing the role of the Anti-Mage. He's typically playing the role of carry for the team of Na'Vi. Farm his way up to where he needs to be. Chen going to be secured up. We're going to see some Puppy Chen action in this game today, and oh my god, Puppy's Chen is legendary. You should go watch the International 1 if you want to see some legendary Chen action. Puppy is amazing. So we've got our jungler, we've got our hero selected for Puppy. Solo mid is the current agenda for us for the team of Na'Vi. As for IG, they're looking for their right clicker, their late game right clicker, and there we have it. Luna being secured up by IG. Ferrari 430 going to be taking out the role of Luna. Wait, no, not Ferrari, God damn it, I've forgotten who plays the carry roles for IG. Nevertheless, we're looking for our solo mid for Dendi. Queen of Pain's available. Rubik's been taken out, unfortunately. So has Puck. Queen of Pain seems like a fairly obvious choice, and yeah, there's the Queen of Pain. Good AoE damage, nice mobility, able to get away from bad situations with relative ease, deals great harassment towards that middle lane, and we need someone that can stand toe-to-toe with that Tinker who can deal massive amounts of harassment, and hey, Queen of Pain should be able to do that. Over on the side of IG, on the Radiant side of the map, we have YYF to play as the Darkseer, Zal playing on the Luna, Chuan taking up the role of the Enchantress, Faith to play in the Venomance, and Ferrari 430 taking up the role of the Tinker. And on the side of Na'Vi, we have Havorst to play as the Anti-Mage, Dendi taking up the role of the Queen of Pain, as you'd expect. Captain Puppy on the Chen, looking forward to this. Light of Heaven to play on the Enigma, and who am I missing? The Leshrac being played by Arsad. The lanes are slowly but surely beginning to form. Tinker solo mid seems fairly obvious up the top lane. Seems we're going to have YF alongside Venomancer. Not exactly what I expected. Havorst is diving in deep. Hang on a second. Is Anti-Mage more purple than he usually is? He seems purpler. He looks really purple. But this is all irrelevant. Down the bottom lane, we'll have Luna being babysat by Enchantress, probably going to provide a bit of backup from the jungle. We might even see Venomancer go down bottom. This makes more sense. A tri-lane down bottom with Darkseer taking the solo top. I'm guessing Venomancer just giving a little bit of assistance so we can get that Gale off, combined with an Ion Shell, could potentially be a very easy first blood for the team of IG. But alas, they're going to find no one. Doing a bit of counter-warding action here, just making sure that they're not trying to block off this camp. But I'm going to guess Venomancer will rotate down bottom. On the side of Na'Vi, we have Dendy going solo mid, as you'd expect. Up in the top lane, we have Arsat alongside Horse by the looks of it. And down the bottom lane, we will see Light of Heaven alongside Puppy. Yeah, Puppy will be spending his time in the jungle. He might even go an aggressive jungling style. Most likely not, because Enchantress can definitely stand toe-to-toe with Chen and annoy the crap out of him with his ability to steal creeps. GLHF coming out from both sides. Yes, indeed, let us wish each team good luck and have a good amount of fun. Light of Heaven going solo bottom, Chen venturing forth to the jungle as expected. So a pseudo tri-lane at top, pseudo tri-lane at bottom. Yes indeed, Venomance has rotated down here. Dendy going up against Tinker, Ferrari 430. Who will come out in this engagement, honestly? Both are capable of dealing a lot of harassment. YYF. He's getting zoned a bit. Arsat is moving in at every single opportunity and dealing down the right clicks to YYF. YYF does have double damage, but he doesn't care. And we can see YYF just being pushed back well away from the lane. While the Ion Shell will be getting him gold, he's not getting experience, which is something he definitely needs. And if Arsat can continue to nail YYF like this, look at this. The creep wave has gone past, it's pushed forward, and now the right clicks are coming in on YYF. And Darkseer can't do anything about this. He can't haste, he can't walk up an Ion Shell because he'll just be hit by the split earth. And once he gets Edict, you can't really do anything. This is a bit of a balance. Not so much a balance, but fairly even. Arsat not getting much experience. YYF also not... Where the hell did he go? There he is. Also not getting much experience. In fact, he's actually gotten more experience. But Arsat, he can stack this camp or double pull from like here and here. And he'll get experience from the neutral camps when he pulls the lane. So he's not exactly in a bad situation. He'll be able to catch up in terms of levels. YYF venturing back to top by the looks of it. Enchantress securing herself 2 Troll Warlords. She's going for a gank. No, maybe not. You've got 2 disables here, 2 very solid, reliable disables here. Well, not disables, they're ensnares. But it's the easiest gank of your life towards the early stage of the game. And you've got extra right-click damage to come out of these heroes as well. But it seems alas they are not going to go for the gank. In fact, Enigma is currently nowhere to be found. Where the hell is he lurking about? He's rotated over to the jungle. So Chen and Enigma are currently sharing the jungle just a little bit. YYF taking a couple of right-clicks there. Shockwave Blast to fly out there. And Horse is currently just free-farming. He's getting no harassment at all, no form of aggression. He's just right-clicking things at every single opportunity, and he's currently at 15-5 on the creep score. He's looking good, he's looking strong, he's looking great. And YYF, 1 for 0. Playing the role of support with those wards available for him. He needs to make sure he doesn't get ganked, even with that haste, which he currently doesn't have because he's still sitting at level 1. So the team of Na'Vi are having a pretty good start. They're going to be ahead in the experience department without a doubt. Denny pushing in on Tinker, trying to deal with the harassment where he can. Laser Beam to fly out. No Shadow Strike to follow it up, however. Just a little bit of aggression. And Dendy's just sort of asserting his dominance, I guess. There goes a Shadow Strike. A few right clicks. Dendy's not coming out ahead in this engagement. He can't hit him because of the Laser Beam. 100% miss chance to come out of Tinker. Come out of Dendy, rather. Smoke Gank to come out by Chuan. Faith alongside the 2 Troll Warlords that Enchantress have secured for themselves. We're going for a gank. I tell you what, if we can get those nets on the Queen of Pain, she's not blinking anywhere. It's 2 nets. What is the time on those? 1.2 seconds, I believe. 1.5 seconds. 3 second disable, essentially. Shadow Strike to come down on Ferrari 430. Chuan isn't really in a good position to get the net off on Dendy. Dendy will react far too fast. And as a result, Chuan's look to be rotating up top. Maybe give some assistance to YYF. Maybe find someone in the jungle that he can take down, such as Arsat, such as Chen, such as Puppy. I keep saying Chen and Puppy. Such as Light of Heaven and Puppy. But alas, it seems that is not the case. One of the Troll Warlords has taken a fall. We've only got that 1.5 second ensnare, and that alone will not be enough to take down Dendy. Dendy will simply blink away to safety. Puppy's moving down to try and assist. Has him... What creep does he have? Does he have a creep? I see no creep. Where is creep? Creep? No creep? Scream to go down. He's just waiting for the ward. Invisibility rune. Dendy, is he going to secure it for himself? Most likely. Excuse me.
Denied.
Has himself a bottle. And we'll go pick that up for himself, and this is a potential ganking. Immediately popping off that invisibility rune. We are moving in to do some damage. Camp being blocked off here. Haste being dealt as well. Lane is pushing forward here. Puppy moving in from the behind. And this could be an easy tier 1 tower for the team of Na'Vi. YYF moving in to reinforce as best he can, and Puppy alongside Arsat are moving in to cut off the creep wave when it moves in, so they can just damage this tower with absolute impunity. We see the Seder Hellcaller here to try and help out just a little bit. The Edict is doing loads of damage. Fortification has already been popped off, and the first tower being secured by the team of Na'Vi just 4 minutes into the game. And they've got no reason to stop pushing. They're going to continue pushing this out. And Havorst also getting free farm, 31 for 7, compared with Luna's 28 for 8 on the creep score. Havorst is having a good time, is having a great time. However, this is going to come into a bit of a trade. The bottom tower is being pressured by the team of IG. The fortification has gone down. The right clicks are coming down. The Ursa Warrior helping out a bit, absorbing a couple of tower hits and doing a little bit of damage. Will it be enough, however? We see the Wildkin here is here to intercept the creep wave as it moves in. Tornado immediately flies out. This should be enough to take down this tower, but the team of Na'Vi, they're pressuring the tier 2. They're about to take a tier 1 and a tier 2. The Marching Machine is doing some damage, but Havorst doesn't care in the slightest. And the team of Na'Vi just traded a tier 1 and a tier 2 for a tier 1. I'd say that's a pretty good trade for the team of Na'Vi. I'm no doubt happy with that, especially this early in the game. A 2-tower advantage just being secured that quickly, it's fantastic. We can already see Dendi delivering a little bit of pressure to the tier 3. The Shrek moving in, the Edicts has moved in as well. We have no fortification available because it was just used a few moments ago, but alas, the damage from that Edict is not enough, not just yet. The team of IG are continuing to press on this tier 2. Na'Vi should move in to defend this, because they've got a huge advantage right now, and if they let this tier 2 fall, that advantage is going to shrink considerably. Free farm coming in hand for those conversions, and the damage is just continuing to be dealt. Our side is going to move in from the sidelines. Note, the team of IG are backing off, and the tier 2 tower continues to stand, but it did take a big beating. 500 HP left on that. One big push will be enough to take that tower down to come out from IG. One big push coming out of IG will be enough to take that tower down, rather. Talking is obviously very hard. What creep have we secured for ourselves? A incorrectly named giant wolf. It's a bird. Stupid game. Zhao trying to hold on as best he can. Wants to get that farm up as best as possible. 34 to 12 with Anti-Mage rocketing ahead ever so slightly. Havorst moving in once again, just getting those right clicks at every single opportunity, working his way towards that Battle Fury so he can farm even better. Unification going on for the team of Na'Vi down towards this bottom lane, and Zhao is the only member here. Arsar waiting in position, so is Poppy. They want to try and go on him. They're waiting for Zhao to move in just that little bit too far forward. The reinforcements are moving in, seriously? Moving in, we have an incorrectly named Kobold Tunneler. We have the Centaur Khan and the Troll Warlord once again. One stun, one AoE stun, and another disable will help out very nicely. Not to mention the skeletons to come out of the incorrectly... God damn it, Null Assassin. Alpha stun to come down, and so we're moving in. The ulti's been popped off, a big chunk of damage, but the creeps are absorbing everything. Light of Heaven, however, is getting awfully low. The Edict has been popped off. Light of Heaven should be able to escape, but the heal is going to bring every single person on IG back to where they need to be. Split Earth just barely catches off Chuan, but the sprites are just doing too much healing. We might be able to get... Nah, the Troll Warlord as well survives. The Light of Heaven, no one takes a fall here, but we burned an ultimate. Zhao burned the what the hell is it called? Eclipse. And a lot of the creeps absorb the damage. For the few members of Na'Vi that it hit, it did a big chunk of damage, but the creeps just took too much of it. It wasn't exactly good positioning. I think it may have been a bit of just a panic, just absolute panic. And just, oh god, press R. R. Oh, whoops. See? There we go. Ferrari 430 and Dendi meeting up once again. Illusions have been popped off. A few right clicks come down on Dendi. Dendi takes a bit of a beating, but so does Ferrari. No Shadow Strike to come down on him, however. Arsar wanting to join the fight alongside Dendi towards the middle lane. Will they push this out? However, more defense is rolling in. Faith is already setting up a wall of Plague Wards ever so steadily. As well as farming the Ancients ever so slightly. Pushing it out a bit. Or rather, pulling them out. Attempting to, possibly. Zhao currently sitting on 45 to 9 on the creep score. 52 to 20 on Arsart. I mean, on Havorst, sorry. He's having a good time. He's feeling good about himself right now. Unification going on for IG towards this middle lane. The same can be said for Na'Vi. A big fight is about to take place. Actually, no first blood has been spilled just yet. I just realized this. 8 minutes into the game, both teams playing it very safe. A lot of action has unfolded, but none of it has resulted in that final first blood being spilled. Chuan moving in. Impedus to do a little bit of chunk of damage. But no slow to come down. Didn't actually have much mana for it.
On my watch.
Zhao finally getting a bit of free farm. Lucent Beam to come down. Arsar takes a bit of damage, but nothing more than that. Puppy venturing about just a little bit. And how's the Darkseer looking? Is he currently in the jungle? He is indeed. 29 for 0, currently level 5. Almost hit that level 6. Doing relatively alright, considering the bad start. but he's definitely a little bit behind on levels. But he's steadily catching up. Much of the machines fly out, pushing this lane forward. This makes it a little bit troublesome for Dendy to engage. We saw he took a big chunk of damage just then.
No.
And he could potentially die within a couple of the right clicks come out of Tinker. Probably not. He would just blink away, honestly. Taking a quick gander. Whoops. Taking a quick gander at the gold. We can see a nice little closing in on 3k advantage for the team of Na'Vi. Chuan moving in. Dendy taking a bit of damage. In the experience department, very slight advantage for Na'Vi. Not as significant as I thought it might be. Dendy moving in. This is bad. The ultimate is available, but he doesn't use it, curiously enough. That could have been a very quick death for that of Dendy. The mini stun to come out of the Lucent Beam combined with that ultimate would have been just enough time to take a lot of damage. But it seems that Zhao wants to save it for the next big team fight as opposed to using it on a single hero. But using it on a single hero is very, very effective. It does an absurd amount of damage. Lucent Beam to come down on Light of Heaven. He's getting awfully low and he needs that HP so he can get off the sick big black hole. He's also working his way towards a BKB first. I'll be moving in position. That Seda Hell Call causing a bit of problems and providing a bit of scouting information. Currently sending it back. Zhao's going to get the right click on it. Puppy has to be cautious. Lucent Beam to come down. Is the ultimate being dropped? No, it has not, but Zhao is giving a chase. Puppy should be absolutely fine, however. Very close call for him. The conversions are taking a lot of damage, giving a bit of free farm. Split Earth to come down the creep wave. The tier 1 tower over towards the middle lane is looking to be secured by the team of IG. Fortification goes down. Might buy enough time for Na'Vi to secure a proper defense. But they're having trouble pushing forward. IG are just delivering constant pressure at all times. The entire team is here. But Havors is free farming. While all this has happened, everyone on IG is grouped together. They're not getting a good amount of gold. They're not getting a good amount of anything. But Havors, he's getting solo lane experience. He's getting every single last hit. If IG don't take down this tower, it's really bad for IG. They will just fly further and further behind. Zhao moving in. They need to get this tower. They need to get this tower. And it looks like they will get it. Dendy hiding in position, has his ulti available, wanted to get the deny, but alas, the damage was just a little bit too much. We could see everyone on IG was throttling the damage a bit, so when it get relatively low, they could all right click, and then the tower just falls instantly, so no chance of a deny. So we got the tower, but we're closing in on 11 minutes. Havors is currently sitting on 81 last hits and 33 denies. 80 last hit, that's almost every single creep. He's probably missed about 10 creeps. Not many. Havors is just getting absolute free farm. Awfully close to his Battle Fury, and that's when the farm is just going to spiral out of control. And if we take a quick gander at the experience, which I keep pressing the wrong button for, a big tip in favor for the team of Na'Vi, because every single member of IG was grouped around here, sharing 5 experiences split. I mean, 1 lane of experience split between 5, while the rest of Na'Vi would just had a few back to defend. There was some jungling. There was Havors free farming solo experience up at top. And I don't think that was an even exchange of affairs. 1 tower for free farm for the Havors. They need to push this top lane. They need to take this tier 1. They need to take this tier 2. They need to make it unsafe for Havors to free farm before he gets that Battle Fury. They need to shut him down. They need to utilize their abilities, but they don't have anything to shut him down. The team of IG have no hard disable, and this is going to be their downfall, absolutely, because they can't shut down that Havors. Dendy moving in a position. Wants to try and do some damage, but him alone, all he can do is provide a little bit of scouting information. Oh, he's going for the courier. He wants the courier. Will he be able to get it? Dendy, the courier sniper of the International 2. 1 right click, 2 right clicks. Needs 1 more. The haste goes down and he doesn't get it. He blinks into the trees. Oh, god damn it. Dendy. Just barely missing the courier. Barely. Lucent Beam to come down on Arsar, doing a bit of damage. That Lucent Beam's definitely been quite the nuisance. It does a big chunk of damage. And the mini stun means Light of Heaven needs to catch out that Luna to prevent the black hole from being interrupted. In fact, we need to catch out both YYF and Luna to make sure the black hole isn't interrupted. Unless, of course, we get the BKB, which Enigma is actually a good distance away from. Nice hiding of the Centaur Khan in the sidelines here. This is really smart. Lucent Beam come down, vacuum to follow it up the Impetus. The team of IG secure themselves first blood, but the Malthus stun the black hole catches off Zhao. Zhao takes the fall. Dendy moving in on Chuan. Chuan, the sprite should bring him back where he needs to be, but Havors moves in. The right clicks are absurd. There goes a Gale. There goes a mana break, but the mana isn't low enough to even do that significant of damage. 1 more right click will do it. The haste come down on Chuan. There goes a blink to scream, and that is the death of the poor Bambi. We're moving in once again. Malthus stun to come down on YYF. The right clicks are being dealt. He's getting low. He needs 1 more right click to do it. Will he be able to get it? The blink is off cooldown. There we go. That is the death of YYF. 3 for 1. And Faith needs to back off. He needs to back off fast. He's right next to the ward. Will he be able to take him down? We need a couple more right clicks. He does get away. Na'Vi. IG got first blood, but we just gave 3 kills to the anti-mage. Actually, it was just 1 kill for the anti-mage, but still 3 kills for the team of Na'Vi. And we're going to take this tier 1 as well. TPs are rolling in. What can Zhao do? The ulti is available, but with all these creeps here, it's going to do absolutely nothing. And the Edict, rather, where is that Leshrac horse bastard? Oh, he's actually towards mid. Tower takes the fall. We don't even need the Diabolic Edict. 1 kill for 3 kills and a tower. I think they're happy about that. Tier 1, sorry. Tier 1, the last Tier 1 tower standing for the team of IG, and Na'Vi no doubt want it. It's easy gold. Leshrac alongside Dendi should easily be enough to take it down. Dendi going straight for a BKB. Arsart just having pretty much nothing. Probably going to go for Arcane Boots next. Doesn't have all that much in the means of items, but that is the life of the support. He spent most of his time harassing down that Starkseer, as opposed to getting last hits, as opposed to getting experience. And he gave all the last hits and experience to Havorst, the anti-mage, which is... it's great. Really, really good. Enigma has his BKB over on the side of IG. What do we have item-wise? Drums, Ring of Aquila, Tranquil Boots. That's about it. These two are probably going to have effectively nothing. Yes, indeed. YYF currently sitting on Tranquil Boots and a Soul Ring. Again, very little coming out of the team of IG. Tink is the most farmed up, having the Boots of Travel in hand, but that's about it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom tower taking some damage. This will be a tier 2 secured by the team of IG. Na'Vi will not be able to move in time to reinforce. And IG have no reason to stop pushing. They can go for the tier 3. They can try and deal some damage, but alas, damage is all they will be able to do unless Na'Vi decide to not come in to reinforce. Item-wise, who else haven't I looked at? Poppy, currently working towards a mechanism, almost there. Just needs that recipe, about 500 more, and he will have it in his hand. Likely coming down. The defense of this tier 3 will be easy peasy for the team of Na'Vi. IG cannot continue to push this out. Arsart pushing out this middle lane. He wants a tier 1. However, the team of IG are moving in position. They want to try and catch him out. Hates to come down on Sonic, who's working his way towards a mech. I was wondering who was going to get the mech for IG.
Radiant's middle tower.
Force picks himself up a haste. That is a fast farmer. He's just going to run around the jungle farming everything. And maybe even help out for a couple of ganks. Unification come down towards middle lane for the team of IG. And they're going to push this out. They're going to defend the tier 1. They're going to continue to push this lane out. Push, 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 push. You see Poppy wanting to get in position. So does Havorst. He's moving in. Holy crap, he looks awesome when he runs. Tower's taking a couple of hits. Fortification is available for the team of an RV. Poppy being caught out. Hand of God to fly down. They need to try and defend him as best as he can. Got Lucent being fired as well. No ulti has been used. Poppy's very low in HP. He's going to take a fall. Poppy gets taken down, but Tinker pays for it. Whereabouts is Tinker? He's over towards the middle lane. Havorst blinks out to safety. 1-for-1 trade thus far, but it's a worthy trade. A Chen, a support hero, being traded rather for a big hero such as Tinker, who's going to make pushes really easy, going to make team fights really easy because of the March of the Machines. It's a good trade. Lucent being coming out in Light of Heaven, getting awfully low, has to be cautious. But he has that BKB available if he wants to pop it off and get in a nice black hole. If everyone groups together, it will be great. But he can take a lot of damage very rapidly. He's very low in HP. He's probably not going to move in, at least not until Chen can move in, bring that mechanism to him, which he actually doesn't currently have, so he won't be able to heal him up. Tinker returning to the fray, and they're continuing to push this out. They want this tier 2, they want it bad. March of the Machines to go through as well. Weaken this creep wave at a very rapid rate, and this tower's going to continue to take damage. Team of Na'Vi looking for the better positioning, see if they can get a jump on IG, but while the creep wave isn't here, they need to be careful because that ulti is an absolute rapist, for lack of a better term. Luna also working her way towards a BKB for the next item on the agenda for her. Iron Shelled Creep here. Cobalt Tunneler, Chen Creep. Being an absolute nuisance. And both sides are holding it out. The tier 2 tower still stands. And while all this is happening, Havorst is farming. He's just farming. Lucent being to come down on Dendi, taking a little bit of damage, the ward giving the vision that it needs. And if IG, they're not accomplishing anything here. And this is again great for Na'Vi because Havorst is free farming and IG aren't. They're getting 5 lane last hits, 5 lane experience, invisibility rune for Luna, looking for some easy support to gank off. Maybe we can gank that anti-mage, but he's a good distance away. Down moving in from the side, Poppy being caught off, a couple more right clicks will do it. Poppy takes the fall within the course of seconds, split earth to come down on Chuan, we're trying to do the damage that we need. BKB, the black hole catches out 3, Faith is the only one not caught out, the right click damage coming in, there goes the ulti coming in from Dendi, with the elusive beam ultimate to come down from Zhao, does a big chunk of damage, but it doesn't matter, gets bursted down. 4 members of IG fall, the sole survivor Ferrari 430 does manage to successfully escape. Havorce picks himself up a double kill, and Na'Vi once again trading 1 for 4, and this will also be the tier 1 tower sitting here towards the middle lane. The last far forward tower standing for the team of IG about to be secured by Na'Vi. They don't even care about the tower damage, they're just going to right click it down, easy peasy, and then Havorce are going to transition to killing off this creep wave. Easy farm for him. Fortification is going to make life a little bit more difficult, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. Denny's actually going to steal, nah, he's not going to steal all these, I thought he might scream, just be a little bit cheeky. But a wonderful engagement, a wonderful fight for the team of Na'Vi. And they're pulling themselves further and further ahead. And Havorce is just going back to farming. And here's the thing, even if Na'Vi didn't win that fight, even if IG didn't accomplish anything, or maybe, yeah, if they just successfully defended and didn't get any kills, Na'Vi would still be ahead in that, because IG were investing 5 heroes towards that middle lane. None of them were getting experience. I mean, they were getting very little experience, they were getting very little gold, while Havorce, the main big hero for the team of Na'Vi, the one that really needs the farm, was free farming that whole time. He was in the jungle, but still staying close towards that middle lane so he could help out in case things turned nasty.
Dire's top tower
So even if they accomplished nothing, and they didn't all lose that big fight, it still would have gone way in favor of the team of Na'Vi. And if we take a look at the experience, closing in on a 10k advantage for the team of Na'Vi, this is because of what I just mentioned. Havorce is getting all that experience, and the rest of the team of IG are not looking at the gold quickly. 5k advantage, once again, for the team of Na'Vi, and we're going to trade Roshan for a tier 1. It's a good trade. Havorce going to be sent back to base. We're moving in to defend this tier 2. The damage is coming in. Fortification is not available. And while we lost a bit of map control, we lost that tier 1 tower. Havorce doesn't really need that lane for farming anymore. And we got the Aegis of the Immortal. We got the extra 200 gold and the experience to come out of that. It's a worthy trade indeed. Chen Creek's being stolen up. Arslan wants to get in position. Has to be careful. The Lucent Beam ulti is currently on cooldown for Luna. Don't need to worry about that Eclipse just yet. But Na'Vi might not know that. They might not know the exact... They probably do know the exact timing of it. They get paid to play this game. They're not going to be bad at it. YIF potentially being caught out. Havorce going to take all the farm as he does. YIF can't do anything. Even the Ion Shell will do pretty much no damage to Havorce because of that freaking spell shield and all its ridiculousness. Mechanism for Puppy. Team of IG holding on as best they can. Tinker's being sent back to base. Refill his mana, return to the fray. Successful defense coming out of Na'Vi. They got the tower. IG got the tower, but Na'Vi got Roshan. Zhao still trying to work towards that BKB. Has a good amount to go as well. IG continuing to push out this top lane. They want to secure themselves a tier 2, but Havorce is nearby. The rest of the team of Na'Vi are nearby. Havorce also working his way towards the Manta Style, as we saw with the ultimate orb there. And the Yasha. Rockets fly out, causing a bit of damage. Martin Machines being an absolute nuisance as well. Chuan's probably going to try and steal some creeps from Chen. In fact, I think Chuan stole one of these creeps from Chen, which is just adorable. Cute little plays. He stole it back. The center Hell Call is back in his hand. Havorce moving in, trying to right click down Zoe. The haste have been dropped down on him. Should be able to get away. The Gale dropped as well. There goes the BKB. The Black Hole catches out 3 members. Or 2 members. Holy crap, the damage is absurd. The ulti coming from Queen of Pain as well as the mana break coming in from Havorce is absurd. YIF takes a fall. 3 members melt. A double kill for Havorce once again. The sole survivors are currently backing off to the safety of their side of the map. Tinker wasn't actually anywhere near that fight. When did Enigma get a Blink Dagger? I don't even know, but I guess he got a nice amount of kills, got a nice amount of farm. I was not expecting the Blink in there, and I don't think the team of IG were either. Blink Dagger, BKB to Enigma, that is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, that is... I need to stop saying it's like rape, but it is like rape. I should really stop saying that. It's like a bad word. Rape. I think it's because I've been watching too many interviews of Poppy, and he likes to use the word rape a lot for some reason. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna rape them. Like, good to know, Poppy. Good to know. Again, just not sitting on all that much. 4 stuff and boots of travels. In fact, the entire team of IG seem a bit underfarmed. We have Luna, who's been sitting on the same item inventory for the past 10 minutes or so. Finally has a Mithril Hammer secured for herself, but still needs that 1300 recipe for the BKB. Just 1000 more gold for her, and she will become a considerably more formidable force. The Black Hole will still stun, but it won't do damage. Midnight Pulse, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if the Midnight Pulse goes through BKB. Is it physical or magical? No, it's magical, so it does not go through BKB. The Mana Burn coming out of her Force will definitely... Does that go through BKB? I don't even know anymore. I'm bad at... My knowledge of this game is very bad. No, it's actually decent, but I should know these things, alas. Tinker pushing out the lanes as best as he can. Much of the machines being dropped off here. Unification going on for the team of IG towards this middle lane. Currently 3 kills to 11. Is it possible for IG to bring this back? Anti-Mage is a very formidable opponent to have all this farm, and Luna, their compared hard carry, is, I'd argue, not as good. The abilities just aren't as great. No escape in the form of that blink. The ulti is very powerful, but that's about all she has going for her. But the thing is, a pipe, a couple of hoods, and life will be a little bit difficult. Vor's getting awfully low. The Venomancer instantly takes the fall. Denny moving in. A 3-man ulti coming down once again. The mech charge goes down. The Hand of God flies out as well. Havor's getting low. Havor's takes a fall, but the Aegis of the Immortal is available for him. Arsar getting awfully low. Has to back off to the safety of the base. Light of Heaven is also fairly low. Many members of Na'Vi fairly low, but they're fine for the most part. Havor's returns to the fray. 2 for an Aegis of the Immortal. It's a pretty good trade. And a tier 2 tower secured as well. Na'Vi a little bit injured right now. Dendy going to be sent back to base. Surprised we're not sending, say, Light of Heaven, who's fairly low, but he has a good amount of regen. We'll have the mechanism to come off cooldown from Chen in the next couple of moments. Actually, I think Chen is just going to back off to the safety of his base. Havor's going to get some more free farm towards the top, and he's currently sitting at 212 last hits. 25 minutes in, 215 last hits. Compared with the next highest on the team of IG, we've got Ferrari 430 closing in on 150. And he's working his way towards a sheep stick. He has a good amount to go, good distance before he will have that achieved for himself. YYF going for a pipe. Absorb some of that spell damage to come out of, say, the Leshrac. Chuan going for that Aghanim Scepter. Extra power to come out of the Impetus. And with Venomancer having effectively nothing, but such is the life of the hard support. He has arcane boots, so that actually makes him, he's having a good time. Where the hell did Queen of Pain go? Rachel blinked onto the high ground, looking for that Tinker, but alas, no such thing was found. Havor's going straight for a heart, has himself the Manta Style, wants that heart oh so dearly. Free farm for Havor's. Glorious free farm the Edict. Pulsing over, doing a big chunk of damage. Faith is going to take a fall. There's no hope for him. Havor's moves in. A couple of right clicks come down on Chuan. Light of Heaven gets a kill up on the Venomancer, but currently the illusion just causing some problems. The wall was also used, so a lot of commitment used. Oh, the Darkseid took a fall as well. I didn't... Okay, I'm bad at this game. I thought the Venomancer died alas it was a Darkseid. I didn't even realize Darkseid was there. I was silly. Unification going on for the team of Na'Vi. We're pushing in towards his tier 1 tower. The Munchkin Machine's going to make life a little bit more difficult, but Tinker can't just sit around and do this forever. He's going to have to back off sooner or later, and the team of Na'Vi will just use that opportunity. They still, however, have to be careful of this ulti to come out of Luna. Even though she's considerably weaker, she doesn't have that much fun, that ulti still does massive amounts of damage. Especially if there are no creeps nearby. If we wait for the March of the Machines to kill off all the creeps, then we pop off that ulti, the damage to come out of the team of IG will be absolutely absurd, and the team of Na'Vi will not be happy with it. However, we have a mechanism, we have Hand of God coming out from Poppy. It's a lot of potential heals, a lot of extra armor, a lot of extra heal over time that the team of Na'Vi will secure for themselves. Dendy immediately blinking away, no troll trap to come down. Dendy moving in once again, he moves straight back into position, blinking onto the high ground to catch anyone up. We're currently going in on Faith. Will the damage be enough? A few more right clicks will do it, but he does successfully TP away. That does send him back to base. Havor's moving in on Zhao. Zhao awfully, he's absolutely fine. However, Havor's can deal massive amounts in terms of right clicks. Just going to settle for this top lane, get a few more right clicks. Get himself closer and closer to that Heart of Tarrasque, which he oh so desperately wants. The last tier 2 tower extending for the team of IG. Havor's blinks in. Dendy 4 staffs away, or rather Tinker 4 staffs away. The last exterior tower remaining for the team of IG is about to take a fall. The Edie doing loads of damage. No fortification is available. The team of IG want to hold this as best they can, but they just can't do it. The team of Na'Vi don't even care about the March of the Machines in the slightest. They secure themselves the last exterior tower and they back off. Roshan will be returning to the fray in about 2.5 minutes. Na'Vi might be thinking of that. For the most part, they're just going to jungle for the most For the current moment, no, maybe not. We're going to go for a smoke. We're going to rotate to bottom. We might venture about in the jungle. We'll look for some easy kills. The team of IG think Na'Vi have backed off, but alas, no such thing is true. Is this place watered? Can they see? I mean, that gives a nice amount of vision. I don't think they saw the smoke, however. Wait. Oh, no, wait, that's Enigma. Yeah, they all backed off as soon as that smoke popped off. I thought that...
Not for you.
Thought they maybe had it watered, but alas, it's not the case. Horse farming. On the courier, we have Harder to Raft recipe. Just needs that vitality booster, which costs... He actually has enough for. Just about enough for. Needs a couple 100 more gold, and he will have it, and he'll be feeling good about himself. After that, the items... What items you get next? He can get whatever the hell he wants, man. Needs to be cautious of the wall, however. The Darkseer wall will make a very, very powerful replicate that maybe might not do all that much damage to him, but it'll do a lot of damage to his teammates as well as burn their mana. So Horse needs to be careful of his positioning. When the wall gets popped off, he needs to try and make as few illusions as possible, or else things for his team are going to get a little bit sticky, a little bit troublesome. Enigma, 2,000 in the bank. How many charges on his BKB? He's currently only used it a few times, so 7 seconds on that. Not quite as long as it normally is, but it's long enough to get off that black hole and make it last for the full duration. Starting to go down on Horse, a couple of right clicks to deal a bit of harassment. But Luna knows, IG know that they really can't take him on. Horse blinks in, wants to right click, Venom Scale misses. March of the Machine's moving out. Horse just getting some free farm in the form of these wards, returning straight to the jungle to continue free farming, getting those last hits, closing in on 300 last hits, 30 minutes into the game. Rockets to fly out, March of the Machine's doing some damage. IG are trying to turtle as best that they can. It's their only hope, but how do you out-farm? Their only hope would be to out-farm this anti-mage. How do you out-farm someone when you're trapped inside your base and Havorst, the anti-mage, has full reign of the entire map? And Peters to do some damage, he doesn't care. It just tickles him. Laser beam to fly out. The missed chance are going to be a bit of a nuisance. And the March of Machines will indeed cause some damage. The magical immunity doesn't, or rather, magical spell shield doesn't affect those March of Machines. Invisibility rune for Queen of Pain. No one to gank, however. The team of IG just holding it out in their base. They're not pushing out any further than these walls. Well, they rarely push out. My guess is the team of IG, they're waiting for the lanes to push forward so they have a bit of extra map control, and then they're going to pop off the smoke, and then they're going to hopefully try and pick someone off. But Dendi is providing all the scouting information that the team of Na'Vi needs, and guess what? They're taking on Roshan once again. Aegis of the Immortal for the second time to be secured by Na'Vi. Dendi hiding in the sidelines, just giving a bit of scouting information, going for a sheep stick. Dendi will back off there. Illusion rune, or rather the invisibility rune, is about to wear off. Join the rest of his team and help push. Did I mention he's going for a sheep stick? No, he's going for a sheep stick. Arsart, double bracer on him, going for a Perseverance. Gonna be fairly late Bloodstone. Oh, actually, he's going for a Hood. Never mind that. Going straight for that pipe for the extra spell damage resistance. That's going to help against the ulti, as well as a right click to come out of Luna. Very, very good to get. Now the team of Na'Vi just going to farm it up a bit. And here comes the smoke, here comes IG pushing it out. They're going to look for some easy kills. Arsart has ventured out just a little bit too far. He could find himself caught out, but they take a different route. If they had just gone down here, they would have found that horseman and would have killed him very dead. But alas, Arsart will successfully escape. IG continuing pursuit. They're looking for more kills. They're not going to find any, however. In fact, they're going to find death if they continue to push forward here. This is a bad situation for them to move in. Bravo Tornado gets caught out. And there goes a blink in for coming in from her boss. The ulti flies out as well. Hand of God to heal everyone back to where they need to be. The ulti coming in from Luna. It does nothing. The BKB doesn't matter in the slightest. The right click's about to come down on zone the next couple of moments. Havorst gets a kill on Tinker. And Zhao's looking very unhealthy. One blink is all it will take. One more right click is all it needs. A block to come in from Dendi. A killing spree being secured up by Poppy. 2 easy kills for the team of Na'Vi. Where'd that wall get popped off? Oh, right here. Oh yeah, I forgot the wall went off. I'm bad. Havorst, he can tank the tower. He doesn't care. Fortification goes down. Doesn't make a difference. Havorst has the Aegis of the Immortal. He has a Harder to Rask. It absorbs every single hit from the tower. Or rather, replenishes the HP too fast for the tower. Vacuum to go down, doing a bit of damage, but Havorst doesn't care in the slightest. They're moving in on the melee barracks. We want to try and take it down as fast as possible. Impetus, it does no damage to Havorst. It just got too much. Hasn't even used. There goes the ulti. A 3-man black hole being picked up by the team of IG once again. Or maybe it wasn't 3-man. Venomancer takes a fall. Gangnam Style being called out by Vlad. Vitaly Volachai, the most Russian name I've ever heard, or Ukrainian name. Arsar being cheeked up, few right clicks come down from him, but the Pulse Nova still doing damage. Tinker forced to back off, the disconnects are being had, the GG has already been called by both sides. And Na'Vi dominated, they got dominated in the first game, but they brought it back in the second, and they continued to bring the fight straight to IG's face in the third. This will secure themselves a place in the grand finals going up against LGD, while IG will drop down to the lower bracket and have to fight for their place in this competition and to have to fight for their chance at that $1 million. Wasn't the Ancient fallen yet? Just waiting for it to fall, but alas, it is taking its time. Gem of True Sight here. If this was a pub game, this is what would be happening. Everyone just doing this. I hate it. Slowly, the Ancient's going to fall. Havorce disconnects. I'm waiting for this Ancient to fall so I can close this off. Na'Vi what's his face? Like, Arsart disconnects. Oh my god. Poppy is a soul There we go. The Ancient finally falls after taking about 3 minutes longer than it should have. IG going up against Na'Vi. Best of 3. Winner bracket semi-finals. And IG fall down to the loser bracket. Na'Vi proceed to fight it out against LGD. 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Toshley. This has been your coverage of various games from within the International 2. And I'll see you next time.